Now that we've discussed the positive aspects of interracial marriages, we're going to talk about what the groups came up with, what could be the potential drawbacks or the disadvantages of interracial marriage. And again, we're going to keep the red group and they'll explain what they came up with.
I want to talk about the economic factor, and in United States, usually white collar is richest, and if they get married between white and black, I believe white dominate the black. And Valerie?
In society, still not everybody accept interracial marriage, and they have still some issues between the people in society. And another point, it's cultural. People, from black and white, they mixed and they lost of their traditions and different clothes and music. It's everything changed. And also old generation, they still do not accept interracial marriage and closed families. And by racial children, I believe they have some problems in society because they are not accepted from, for example, black people and white people. They kind of in the middle. That's it.
The other negative parts of the getting marriage between black and white, since it's not common in the society and the friends, it may create between among the two couples may disturbance, since it's not common between the get marriage with black and white.
We talk about the negativity about interracial marriage. The first problem interracial marriage faces is the family. The family, they don't accept their marriage, so sometimes they neglect, they don't want to see their children, and they had a big problem. I had an example. My friend, she married the white guy and she had a baby, and the man, his mother, she doesn't want to see her children, so she feel upset sometimes. But the grandpa, he came and he accept. So sometimes they're very sad when the people, they don't want to see your children. And my second point is the children, they had an identity problem. Sometimes they confuse if they are white or black, or when they're going white kids, they say, oh, you're not white enough. If they're going the black, they say, oh, you're not black enough, and they confuse. They say, well, what am I? Where I go? Sometimes they are confusing. Sometimes, like Mariah Carey, she says she had a problem with the white neighborhood, and she moved black neighborhood, and she also had a problem. But these days, maybe they had some problem. Like, depend where you live. That's it.
We have just negative point. For today, it might be okay for parents to accept their kids' interracial marriage. For grandparents, it's still not acceptable. But I'd like to point, we are lucky to live in California, and a lot of things are acceptable here. We accept gay marriages, we accept interracial marriage, a lot more than, for example, in Georgia or Louisiana. It could be difficult for children. Yes, they could be teased by either black or white because they neither one. The way of acting wouldn't fit in white or black stereotype. So in interracial marriages, sometimes it's a problem, like previous group said, to find a place to live because they don't fit in any society stereotype. And one person said they have to compromise the holidays or holidays agenda because in American culture it's a certain way to celebrate and to put certain dishes for the Thanksgiving or for other holidays. So sometimes they disagree on this. in interracial marriages. That's it.
Okay. Now we want to talk about negative side of interracial marriage and relationship. And the first, it's society. Many, like some, when we interviewed person who has interracial relationship, the bad thing was that the closest family, friends, like people around that couple sometimes doesn't want to admit the fact, and sometimes the couples are not being accepted by surrounders, and the look down on other group, especially white people, tend to look down for black people, and that was one of the problems that they were talking about. And the second is culture, and foods are different, and belief, that's a big difference between white and blacks, even though they're in same Catholic or Christian, they're same religion, the churches are different. So, and the black people tend to have strong belief in God. So that's the problem between interracial relationship. And the tradition is clothing tastes are different. So that's the pretty much difference between interracial relationship and marriage.